In this video, we are going to work on designing the template for your post page. Before we get started on that, I want to explain the difference between posts and pages. So it's pretty simple. Pages are just pages that exist on your website informationally. So this home page is a page. Your about page would be a page. Services, anything static would be a page. But really, posts are going to be blog posts on your website. So posts should be things that you're going to have hundreds of existing on your website that you need to organize and add categories to. So definitely think of these as blog posts. Pages are going to be high level pages on your website. You shouldn't have hundreds of these on your website. These should be where your main content exists. Posts should be where you're periodically adding content over and over again, building up that content library to build up your SEO and really get something ready and great in that space. So we want to create a design for the template of the main post page so that every time we post a new blog post, it has the same look and feel. So to do that, we're going to go under our templates in Elementor and go to the theme builder. And we're going to go to the single post option up here in the tabs, and we're going to click on add new single post. Type of template we want is single post, and we're going to name it as blog post. All right, and again, we can choose a pre-made template if we want. These all look great if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can create your own by closing out of this. So we're going to do that. So again, you'll see that my header looks bad because I don't have a dark background. So right away, I am just going to pull in my page header template. So I don't think I've gone through this before, but in order to save something as a template, I'll go through that later, but once you have templates, you can click this folder icon and that will take you to My Templates and you'll see all your saved templates here. So some of these I went through with you guys, but I also went and made this page header a template. So you can click on Insert, and we do want to insert all the document settings of the template because that's what we made them for. And here we go. There it is. And again, on the actual section, we want to add some padding to the top. There we go. And for the heading, we're going to go in, and I actually want this to be the post heading. So I'm going to drag that in here and delete this heading. And we want to style that to be white and probably centered. There we go. So it's hello world, and this content we are going to also delete. Now over here under this section called single, you'll see all the default options for a blog, like the title, content, author, all that stuff. So these are the things you can pull in to automatically load in the blog post content and items. So that's what we're working with right now, and that I want in this main header to be the first thing that you see when you come in. So the post things we want below the title would be post info. That will give us the post date, the number of comments, and all of that kind of stuff. So obviously that's hard to read, so we're going to go under style right away, center it. We can change the color of the icon. I think I like the icon. The size looks pretty good. Text, we want to change to white, maybe slightly lighter than that. That looks pretty good. You can also change which things show up in the info widget. So if we want to add a time, comments, terms, custom, all that kind of stuff, I like what it has. I just don't need the actual time. The date will work fine for that. And the comments, I don't think we really need to know. I'm going to click on publish to make sure we save it. We want to add a condition to here to make sure that for all singular posts, it will apply this template. So save and close, and we're good there. So that's saved. So I have this big header with the blog post title and the blog info. That looks great. So now we just need to add the content and probably a sidebar. So I'm going to go ahead, select the same column layout that we did before, a big left column and small right. So in the left one, we're going to want the content to load there. So I'm going to go into my elements and drag in the post content. So there we go. That will show the post content. There's not much in here because it's just a default post, but that will show there. In this section, I want to add some more padding. So I'm going to go to advanced and padding, unlink them on the top, click EM, add a little bit more. That looks better. So then we want to build our sidebar for our posts. So similar to before, probably put in generally the same kind of content, put in the actual blog archive page. So we're going to do that. Author box, put in a little divider again, change the color of that to be lighter. And then I think since this is a single post and it's not listing the posts over here, actually, I think we want to put something else in here. Maybe a table of contents. I think that will work really good. So this table of content widget is pretty cool. It will automatically list out all of your main headings, and then you can click on them to jump to that section of the content. It's pretty nice and allows you to add in a lot of flexibility for your users to jump through your content. I don't think I want all of them though. I think I just want H1 and H2 in there. Numbers are good and style looks pretty good. So that's basically it. So then once you have that in there, I do also recommend adding in the comments for the post to make sure that people can comment on your post. Very important for engagement. So we're going to put that right below the post. So there we have our comments. And then I also want to make sure I add another section down here that will just list out other posts to make sure that you keep user engagement high and people can discover other posts once they're done reading this post that they're on. So we're going to drag in the post widget down here. And again, you can style it just like we did before. So I'm going to make it cards so it matches, probably add some margin between them. That looks pretty good. So that should just list out your most recent posts. I'm going to publish this and we're going to take a look at it. So here's our archive page that lists out all of our current posts. If we come into one now, it will say the title with information. This is the blog post and our sidebar with our table of contents. But there's also comments, and then it also lists out our other posts. So that is pretty much how you can design the blog post content page. In the next video, we are going to take a look at creating categories for your blog posts so that you can organize them, make them a little bit easier to navigate.